color shadows. Learning objective. Can shadows be colorful? Our first learning objective is to experiment whether shadows can be colorful. Our second learning objective is if shadows can be colorful, can it be of multiple colors and how? Now the tools for experiment are one red, one green and one blue bulb. We also need 3 bulb holders for the bulbs. We need an extension cord and a whiteboard. Now we will do our experiment. So first, remember this color wheel before we do the experiment. In this color wheel, red plus blue make magenta. Blue plus green makes cyan and red plus green makes yellow. You have to remember these colors very well. Now these 3 colors together make white. That is why they are called primary colors. Now let us see if shadows can be colorful. Now switch on all the lamps. So red, blue and green lights together make the screen look white. Now bring a pencil between the light source and a board. Now we see 3 colors, cyan, magenta and yellow. Now suddenly where did these colors come from? Now I will explain it to you. Now we will discuss about the magenta color in the center. Sujata ma'am taught us that light travels in straight lines. Now in the color wheel, we learned that red plus blue makes magenta. This is really important because when the green light is blocked by the pencil, the red light and the blue light come together and form the magenta color shadow in the middle. Now for the cyan color, what happens? Now the path of the red light is being blocked by the pencil. So the green light and the blue light come together to form cyan. Same thing for the yellow color. The blue light is being blocked by the pencil here. So the red plus the green light makes yellow. Now this proves that colored shadows are possible. So next we will see a video of what I explained by a scientist.
We have red, green, and blue lights. Why are these shadows not red, green, and blue? We have our 3 lights, red and green and blue, shining on the board. It looks white. When I put the pencil in and cast shadows, the shadows are yellow, magenta in the middle, and cyan. To understand how that happens, we can turn off the lights one at a time so that only the red light shines on the board, making it red. Now when I cast a shadow, it's a dark shadow. It's the one place on the board where there is no red light. So we can think of the shadow as subtracting red light from the board in the position of the shadow. I'm going to start by turning off the green light. This leaves a red light separated from a blue light by about 8 inches. That'll be important to understand the shadows. When the red light and the blue light shine on the board, they scatter off the board and you see a magenta color. When I make my shadow, I see 2 different shadows. The light from the red light, it makes a shadow here. Watch that shadow as I turn the red light on and off. So this is the shadow of the red light. And over here, this is the shadow from the blue light. The blue light is in a different position, so it fills in the shadow from the red light. And the red light fills in the shadow from the blue light. That's why we have red and blue shadows in a magenta board. The important concept to understand the colored shadows is that light travels in straight lines. I'm going to show that using this ruler. I'm going to put the one end of the ruler at the center of the red bulb. It shows the light traveling along one path to the screen. Of course, light from the red bulb hits everywhere in the screen, traveling in straight lines. However, along this path, if I put the pencil there, the pencil blocks the light traveling in the straight line along the ruler and makes a shadow on the wall. However, light from the blue bulb also travels in straight lines, and its straight line misses the pencil and fills in the shadow from the red light. When we have the red, the green, and the blue light separated in different positions and shining on the board, they scatter off the board. Red plus green plus blue looks white. Now when I make my shadows, I see 3 shadows. The middle shadow here is magenta. We can understand how that's made. In the middle, the pencil is blocking the green light. In that shadow, the red and the blue light scatter off the board. And we know now that red plus blue equals magenta. Now that you understand the magenta central shadow, try to figure out how the yellow shadow is made and how the cyan shadow is made. To understand the yellow and the cyan shadow, we have to remember that light travels in straight lines. So light from the red bulb travels in a straight line to the wall, but it's blocked by the pencil in this shadow over here. That's the straight line from the red to the board. In that shadow, light from the blue bulb can hit in that shadow because the blue bulb is in a different position from the red bulb. And the same with the green. So in that shadow, we have blue and green light added together to make cyan. On the other side here, where we see a yellow shadow, once again, light traveling from the blue light in a straight line to the wall is blocked right there by the pencil. But the red and the green bulbs are in different positions, so their light can fill in that shadow and make yellow light. Don't forget to play with colored shadows.
Thank you.